Hey guys, Graham here, and today I want to talk to you about the controversial topic that is scratches. Now, if you've read magazines, followed blogs, then I'm sure you've heard a lot about this subject. It's plaguing the industry at the moment. Everyone's talking about it. I've seen a few on YouTube and people just go crazy. So don't worry, I'm not going to do that. I'm not just going to rant pointlessly. I'm going to give my opinion on it, and you can make your own mind up what you think. But basically, for those of you who don't know what a scratcher is, a scratcher is someone who tattoos at home and is not registered and has not had any proper training. I think that's the sort of general consensus of it. A lot of people will say anyone who doesn't work in a shop, but I think that's unfair. So what I'm going to say is a scratcher is someone who works at home, not registered, not been trained, or someone who works at home, has been trained and is not registered. If they're not registered health and safety wise with their local council, then they're not, in my eyes, they're a scratcher, whether they're trained or not, whether they've had an apprenticeship or not, and they shouldn't be tattooing. Scratchers are different to home tattooers because you can get home studios licensed by the council and they're all above board, and I don't really see a problem with that. That's fine as far as I'm concerned. If there's not a lot of shops near you or all the shops are full, it doesn't mean you're a bad tattooer, and you can be better than some of the ones working in the shops. It's just they don't have any space. You can be trained, you can know more about health and safety than most of the people working in shops around you, and you just might not be able to get a job in a shop. So as far as I'm concerned, that's absolutely fine. You can tattoo at home as long as you get registered. You phone the council, they say it's fine for you to work, they've come and they've checked your setup that you've got at home, checked that everything's wipeable, checked that you know what you're doing, then it's fine. And I mean, people slag off scratches and people that tattoo at home a lot, but the thing that annoys me is a lot of shops are pretty bad as well. Like, I've seen stuff in shops that just makes me think, well, really, you're actually tattooing in a shop and you're trained and you think that that's acceptable? Just health and safety stuff that is just not on, and that's in registered shops. And a lot of the people that are in registered shops, in fact, I probably think that everyone who's in a registered shop probably slags off scratches, and then they don't even know what they're doing themselves. But saying that, the shops do have regulations. Everyone who works in a shop has to be registered with council, and you can check that when you walk into a shop. They have to legally display their certificates on the wall, and if there's no certificates on the wall, you can ask them. Just say, like, where's your certificates? Are you registered with the council? And if they're like, oh yeah, we're all health and safety registered, but we don't have any certificates, then they're not. They've got to have their certificates on the wall in order to open, and if they haven't got it, don't get tattooed, they go somewhere else. But then, so the home studios, they have certificates on the walls and they've been registered as well, so what's wrong with that? So if you're going to get tattooed by someone, at least make sure that they're registered. If they've been registered with the council, whether it's at home or whether it's in a shop, then you're fine. Well, not necessarily, some people are still idiots, but most of the time you're fine. Just, make sure, just keep an eye on what they're doing. No, they're not going to be offended if you look at them setting up their machine or you look at what they're doing as they're tattooing you. Just make sure they're being clean, and it's just common sense. I knew one guy who used to clean everything down with Cif kitchen cleaner because he hadn't been registered with the council. They hadn't said, no, you need to use, for example, hygiene, like a high level surface disinfectant, that's actually specifically designed for the purpose. He would spray stuff down with Cif kitchen cleaner. That's not going to do anything. That's just like such bad cross contamination. And there's people all across the country doing this. I reckon there's probably thousands and thousands of people who have bought a kit on eBay. You go on eBay, the amount on there, they're selling, they're still selling. And so, there must be thousands of people, that's just in the UK alone, that are gonna be buying kits and just tattooing their mates. And it's really dangerous. So just don't do it, it's not worth it, just for a cheap tattoo that's probably not gonna be very good anyway, because they probably don't have that much technical skill either. So just don't do it. So I'm going to declare myself jumped on the We Hate Scratches bandwagon. And also, I don't like the fact that everyone and their goldfish is now a tattooer. So at the end of the day, use your common sense. Just don't get tattooed by someone who isn't registered. Look at people's portfolios. If you go to a shop, look at people's portfolios, make sure you like their work. And if it's worth it, then it's worth paying for it. If someone says, oh, I can do that for 20 quid, well, yeah, but the shop can do it for 60 and you're going to get a much better job. Just look at the difference in the portfolios and just make sure you look at people's work. Most people, it's all online. You don't have to go in the shop. Just go online, go on the shop's website, have a look at their tattoos. If you like the quality of it, then it's worth paying for it. And if you like someone who works at home and you think their work's good, then go to them as long as they're registered. But just bear in mind that if they're not registered, it is very, very, very dangerous and it is not worth it. So that's my opinion on scratchers and home tattoos and shops as well. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something from it, maybe got some useful information. So don't forget to like it if it helped you out, and subscribe. Plenty more videos where this came from. And what else? Oh, comment if you have any questions or anything you want to talk about or give your opinion. And if I've offended anyone, like I said in my last video, don't get all butthurt about it. Just let me know. It's just my opinion, that's all. And yeah, thanks for watching.